Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. As you can tell by taking a quick look at my mascot, I am a customizer. I've been doing this for around 5 years now, that I know of, and I've gotten good enough to the point where I've made a business out of it. But I wasn't always this good, so let's take a look at the good, the bad, and the oh my god, how was I the one that created this abomination? The order that I'm going to list the customs in is from most recent to oldest. For two reasons. One, because everyone who hasn't seen my Instagram page is here for the most recent stuff, for the best stuff, and I'm probably only going to have their attention for a few minutes, so I want them to see the best of what I can do. And those who are old and have seen me on Instagram want to see the absolute dumpster fire that I started off with. And if you want to watch both, then great! Welcome to this extra long video! I hope you enjoy, and let's get right into it. First off, we have this Harry Potter, Hogwarts house-themed set of customs that was commissioned by my aunt to put in the library of her school, which she's decorating with a bunch of Harry Potter stuff. Yes, we have Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Slytherin, and Ravenclaw, in that order. Gryffindor, he's pretty plain. I probably should have, put more golden markings on him somewhere, but I don't know where I would have put them. So yeah, he's pretty plain, but he doesn't look bad. He looks alright. Next up, we have Hufflepuff. Now, Hufflepuff was a fan favorite of Instagram. Everyone on there loved Hufflepuff. And yeah, I can kind of see why. I kind of made their design a lot more complex and unique than I did with all of the others. I don't know why exactly it turned out that way, but I don't know. I can't even explain my own thought process. I'm not even a Hufflepuff. There's nothing to explain why I put more effort into Hufflepuff than I did with all of the others. Anyway, next we have Slytherin. She's, again, not my favorite. Her tattoo didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, and her hat looks a bit wonky from any other angle but the front. But, she's passable. She's passable. She's not the worst thing I've ever made. And, as long as the commissioner likes it, I should be satisfied too, right? Yeah. And then last from this collection is Ravenclaw. And Ravenclaw was the second most liked in the community poll. I did a poll, and Ravenclaw was the second favorite. I don't really see why. They have the simplest design out of all four. I understand why people liked Hufflepuff, but why was this one the second favorite? I really thought it'd be Gryffindor, guys. Did I just not do my house justice? I don't know. Everyone loved Ravenclaw for some reason, and I don't see it. House customs. Let's move on. Next we have the cornucopia of customs that I made for LPS Con. I made lots and lots of customs. I made 9 customs in a week for LPS Con because I'm a procrastinator, and I somehow still pull this stuff off. First we have this vintage collie that was made for Think Pink LPS on Instagram as a trade. They gave me a mood board, and I made the design based off of that. And this one was also a huge hit with my fans over on Instagram. And this one I can see why. I love how the cream and the white go together, and the rainbow's really nice. It's not an exact rainbow pattern, and I think it looks better that way, honestly. And the checkerboard and the bow, everything about this custom is straight up adorable, and I kinda miss it, but it went to a good home. Next we have this deer collie, which honestly wasn't supposed to have this design. The entire flower, like, vine thing on the body wasn't supposed to be there. It was just made with extra clay because I made too much. I didn't just want to waste it, that stuff is expensive. So yeah, I sculpted a bunch of flowers and vines on the body of the deer. And you know what? It made it cuter. And it gave me a reason to use really hot pink. Next we have this checkerboard cat that was made with a mood board. I am a part of a custom collab called the LPS Custom team on Instagram. And this was one of my monthly customs based on a mood board that Strongwater Customs gave me. And yeah, this one was also really popular. It even pre-sold before the event. It just, wow. I was not expecting that. And yeah, I also really like how it turned out. Except for the bandana. I made the squares too small and I suffered for it. I've learned my lesson. And the last 6 customs are parts of sets. The first set was milk flavor cows. I noticed that cows were trending in the LPS custom community, and I'm just like, oh, let's just jump right on that. And yeah, I made 4 cows based on flavors of milk because I wanted to avoid the strawberry cow and copying someone's custom at all costs. And the first of this set is the banana cow. I thought this one was really cute. Like, the eyes, I don't know what it is with these eyes, but they look so innocent, so pure. And I felt like I made the bananas on the chest and the ears and the hooves just really realistic. Like, they actually look like bananas. And the color scheme's nice. I like him, he's cute. And the banana cow sold with this chocolate cow. Yeah, like, yesterday. Isn't that neat? This chocolate cow, I was mostly inspired by those, like, box chocolates that you get for Valentine's Day. Yeah, those chocolates. I included, like, a drizzle pattern on the hair, even though you can't see it. And I also included swirls in the ears and the hooves, and the thing on the chest also has a drizzle effect on it. Next up is the caramel cow, and I don't know what it is with this one, but he's my favorite out of the cows. He's just so cute. Like, I don't know if it's his color palette, I don't know if it's, like, the dark, rich brown eyes, I couldn't tell you. This one's my favorite. He sold almost immediately at LPS Con. So yeah, you guys must have really liked him too! And now for the last milk flavored cow, we have the vanilla cow. This one also sold at LPS Con, and she's not my favorite. I can't really place what it is. Like, I don't know if those eyes are just too dark, like, for the rest of her color palette, or if, like, the yellow in that one spot in the flower is setting me off or whatever, but something about this one just doesn't sit right with me. I mean, she's cute, and she's sold at LPS Con, so obviously someone must have liked her. She's okay. She's okay. And for the last set of the LPS Con customs are the butterfly dogs. I made 2 butterfly dogs. One of them is the Scarlet Mormon Dachshund. And yeah, she's pretty cute. I like the hot pink. I did not like making those layers of pink. I had to layer them up multiple times, and I got impatient and started putting the other layers on top first before the first layer was completely opaque, so I had to go back and mess up my lines, trying to make the bottom layer opaque. It was a pain, but it looked good in the end. I also added my favorite glitter top coat, so yeah, she looks cute. And next we have the Morning Cloak Spaniel. And this one is strangely patriotic. I didn't intend for that. I had to do him in one sitting, and that was a pain, but I like how he turned out. There's like a few minor flaws that I can point out because I have the eye of a hawk when it comes to my art, but I like him. He's cute. His design's unique. He sold with the banana and chocolate cow the other day. Next up we have this Mommy and Twin Kitties set I made, again, as a monthly custom, technically, set for the LPS Custom team. This was the mood board, and yeah, they're pretty cute. This is the first custom that I tried out this style of eyelashes on, and I fell so madly in love with it that every bad girl custom I make from now on is going to have these lashes. Like, it's just, they're so elegant. The kitties were a pain, as you can imagine how tiny they were, but I think they look cute. They're cute. The collar I could have sculpted better flowers on, but other than that, they're golden. Like, they're good customs. I like those customs. And next we have this watercolor collie. It was more of an experiment than anything. I wanted to try and use watercolor pencils on a custom because I saw Delightful do that, where she lifted the color off of the pencil using water. It was a good learning experience. It made the colors really bright, really vibrant, and they were really easy to blend and gave me some nice gradient effects. All in all, I kind of want to do this experiment again, try and do like a more complex design. I like how he turned out, and I'm surprised he hasn't sold yet. He's on Mercari if you're interested. Next we have is this flower-themed deer. This was made as a trade with Minty Neko on Instagram, and yeah, this was my first time painting a deer, or any pet with that big of eyes. Oh my word, it was weird having that big of eyes to paint on. But yeah, I really like this custom. The gradients are nice, the trees and the flowers on the legs, those took a lot of effort to make. I think everything about this custom turned out well. I really like it, and I hope that they like it too. Next is this poison dart frog that I made as an entry for the Ruffled Feathers Studios Frog Challenge, and yeah, he's decent enough. The spots took forever, and the gold really did not want to layer up and get opaque, but yeah, he looks nice. He's not my favorite custom ever, but for a realistic custom, he looks pretty good. I think I did well with the dots. I love the dots. Next we have this Cocker Spaniel based on the Japanese practice of kintsugi, which is, in short, like if they break a dish or something, then they repair it with gold so it's even more beautiful than it was before. I thought it had a good message, and it looked pretty and stuff, so I wanted to make a custom based on it. And yeah, she sold at LPS Con. Next we have this kitty based on a chalkboard and the doodles that teachers and students can put on a chalkboard. This was meant to be made for Teachers Appreciation Week, but, you know, I made it late, because that's what I do, and yeah, I don't really know if I can classify it as something celebrating that anymore. But you know what, it's a cute custom based on a chalkboard, and yeah, let's move on. Next we have this birthday present I made for a friend of mine, based on, again, a mood board they sent me, showing some of the aesthetics that they liked. The colors go well together, and the clouds on the cheeks are really cute. I overall think this is a really cute custom, and I hope they like it. Next up we have this Sunset Mermaid Dachshund that I made to celebrate Mermay, which if you don't know what that is, it's basically like an artist challenge sort of thing that happens during the month of May, where you basically draw or paint or create a mermaid, or lots of mermaids, depending on how much you're wanting to participate. I just made this one little mermaid because customs take a lot of work, and yeah, I really like her. She's a part of my personal collection now. I love the colors. The colors are really cute. The sun actually wasn't supposed to be there originally. I messed up the paint job, and I mixed up that base color like the day before, so I couldn't just remake that color of orange. I didn't remember how I made it. So I just painted a sun over the spot where I messed up, and it looks really, really cute. And then I included a little crescent moon to go with that on the opposing ear. And it's so cute. I love it. Next up we have this commission for Awesome Darky Hobbies, and this is of what I can only assume is their mascot because their name is Darky. I think that's a pretty safe assumption. It's pretty nice. I love the earring that I actually inserted into the ear. I inserted both of the earrings and stabbed myself while doing it, besides the injury involving stuff. I like how well I did the eye that's underneath the hair. That was a challenge, and I'm glad I pulled it off as well as I did, especially for a commission. Next up we have the quadruplet Karma penguins that was made in memory of my late friend Karma, and she died of cancer that I cannot pronounce. This is the cancer she had, which, like, the ribbons that represented her were purple and gold. Gold for childhood cancer. So I made these penguins because penguins were also her favorite animal, and I made them as charity customs, and 50% of the proceeds are to go to the Make-A-Wish Foundation because they helped her fulfill her bucket list before she died, and I feel like, you know, that really made her feel happy in her last, like, few moments, you know? Like, they did a lot for her. So I just kind of wanted to, you know, help out and make it possible for other kids to, you know, get the opportunity to be visited by them and to have their lives changed by them. There are still 2 left on Mercari available for sale, and like I said, 50% of the proceeds are going to Make-A-Wish, so please buy them. It's going towards a good cause. Next we have this gray and white horse. There's not really much to say about it, except that I did a lot of unnecessary gradients and used a ton of my top coat on the white parts to, you know, make them stand out, like on the hooves and the basically outlining the shape of the hair and the tail and on the saddle. Yeah, pretty simplistic custom. Let's move on to more interesting stuff. Next up we have this water-themed Cocker Spaniel, and, you know, you might be thinking to yourself, how is this related to water? I look at this custom, and it doesn't remind me of water. But this was actually the character I used in my water comic project in science, and I just thought that the design was so cute, and it would make a really cute custom. And it did. It did. I really like this custom, and I was sad to see it go at LPS Con, but it's probably in a much more loving home now. Next up we have this plush seal remake custom. I don't know if you've seen it before, but Hasbro made these little, like, stuffed animals, and I got the brilliant idea to make a set of customs that basically remade them into normal Hasbro pets. So that's what I did, and first was this seal, and yeah, she was pretty cute. Her eyes aren't perfect, but yeah, I like her. Next in that same set is the Mouse and Dachshund set remake, again, of the plush, and at LPS Con there was a selling error. Yes, I erred. That's not unlike me. Surprise, surprise. And the Dachshund sold on its own, so now only the mouse is left for sale, when they were meant to go as a pair. I'm kind of mad at myself for doing that, but whatever. The mouse will just gradually decrease in price until someone claims her. I mean, she's not a bad custom, it's just people don't like mouse customs for some reason, and it makes me sad, because she's so cute. Anyway, let's talk about the Dachshund now. The Dachshund, like, I love the pattern on her ears, and I don't feel like I did it justice. I feel like I just oversimplified mine. And the eyes, like, this was my first time actually painting on Dachshund eyes, and it's just, I don't think I did them right. Something just looks wrong. But I shouldn't really be criticizing my customs as much, or I'll come off as the Gordon Ramsay of customs. Let's just move on. Next up we have this Lucky Cat that was made for the LPS Custom team, and yeah, not much to say about it. Just typical Lucky Cat colors without the little medallion thing because I forgot about it. And I was gonna make a cloak for it to go along with this mood board, but it didn't work out so well, and the colors from the cloak were starting to rub off onto the custom, so I scrapped the cloak. And she sold pretty well in Mercari, like within the first day, so yeah, I was pretty proud of that one. Next up is this flower cherry blossom sort of themed Siamese cat. She's pretty cute. The eyes again are a little wonky, and yeah, she sold at LPS Con. She didn't do too well on Mercari, so I was really happy to see her go, and I hope that they are loved there. Next we have Buck from Call of the Wild, and I really love this custom. I mean, not only did I feel like I did really well on him, like the paint job is stunning, but also, like, I loved Call of the Wild as a child. I read the book until it was falling apart, so, like, just rewatching the 2020 movie was, you know, like a huge nostalgia trip, and this custom, it's a part of my heart, it's a part of my childhood. I'm not letting him go. He's a part of my personal collection now. Next up we have this Rose Collie that was made for the LPS Custom Team collab, and I really like her. She's a part of my personal collection too. I use this cool like black gold color shift paints on the ears and the tail and stuff, and the flower on the eye and the hip aren't clay, they're paper. I superglued origami to a custom, and I think it turned out really neat. I love the flower in the eye, that it blends in so well. I love it. I couldn't bear to let her go. So yeah, she has a special place on my shelf. I'm a sucker for roses. You hear me, future boyfriend? I'm a sucker for roses. Next up, we have this White Collie commission, which is actually a remake of one of my older customs. And yeah, it's pretty plain. Not much going on. The original was a filler custom, and apparently it was liked so much that someone wanted to commission me to remake it. And I do like this version more than the older version, simply because of the eyes and the eyeliner. I feel like I just did them better. And yeah, that's basically all I have. Wait, no, that's not all I have to say about it. Oh my god, the buyer of this custom took like 3 months to buy it. I had to hold it for her for 3 months. Or was it 4? I don't even know. A ridiculous amount of time. And oh my god, she kept making like the worst excuses. It changed every time. Her story changed every time. And it's just like, this is why I don't do commissions without payment up front first. This is why I don't do commissions for Mercari anymore. This one seller, this was ridiculous. I'm not gonna disclose who they were, and they're probably not gonna ever watch this video, but I'm just saying, lady, this was ridiculous. Like, oh my god. It sat on the shelf, ready for purchase, for 3 or 4 months, and the only way that I got her to actually buy it was to threaten to put it up for sale. That was the only way. Like, I gave her a deadline of like 2 weeks from the moment I sent that message, and then she bought it on like one of the last few days remaining before I would put it up like as an open sale. It was ridiculous. I have definitely changed my term of sale since then. People like this is the reason why we need directions on shampoo bottles. I swear to god. Okay, let's move on. Next up we have a trio of series characters. Technically it's one character and they're different ages. His name's Link, and we have his adult form, his teen form, and his child form. My favorite is his child form. It's just so cute and squishy, and those little teeth, oh my god. Those little baby teeth, I love it. And he's so cute and innocent. And yeah, next we have his teen form. Yeah, there's not much to say about it, except now he's got his tattoos. I'm not gonna reveal why he has tattoos. That's story spoilers right there. But yeah, I had to sculpt the hair. The hair's not bad. And then next we have his adult form. It turned out well, and yeah, you'll see him in my series whenever I decide to crack down and get it done. Next we have this Marshmallow Shiba, and it's pretty cute. It's sold in like the first hour of it being up on Mercari. Crazy. But yeah, it was really successful. I don't really see why. Maybe it was like the giant eye shines, and like it's a Shiba Inu, and those are popular. I don't know what it is with this one, but it sold really quick, and a lot of people liked it, so maybe they're seeing something in it that I don't. Next up we have this Grey Great Dane, this cursed Grey Great Dane. Oh my lord. This is the second half of why I no longer do commissions before I'm paid, and why I no longer do commissions on Mercari. This, oh my god. Okay, so it sold, right? But it didn't sell to the original person who commissioned it for me. Okay, so the original person who commissioned me on Mercari, we agreed to $25. That's the price we settled on, and they're just like, yeah, okay, I can pay you that, right? So I get to working on it, I send them updates frequently, and they're so happy with it, right? And then it comes time to pay. They wait a day, they wait 2 days. On the 3rd day, they send me an offer of $19. And I messaged them that this is not the price we agreed upon, and that I'm not going to accept this, because, like, I'm not even getting $25. Even if they bought it for the $25, I wouldn't be getting that, because of seller fees. I have to take seller fees into account. And if I decided to take the $19 offer, which is ridiculous, by the way, I would only be getting $16 for my hard work. And then they blocked me. They blocked me. I was so mad. And I just wanted it out of my house at that point, which was why I was so glad that Awesome Darky Hobbies bought it from me. You are a godsend. Thank you. I hope you like him, because I certainly don't. Not with my bad memories. I cannot look at this Dane and feel joy anymore. You know, I used to be proud of him, but that's soured. That's gone. Next we have the original White Collie. Compared to the remake, clearly doesn't look as good. But yeah, on Mercari it did really well. I think it's the design that everyone loves. The simplicity of it. I gotta admit, it does work well. Next we have this peacock cat that I made for Think Pink LPS during the LPS Custom Team's Secret Santa event last year. You know, the one my unboxing video 8 months ago revolved around. That one. Yeah, she's pretty nice. The eyes, I don't really vibe with the eyes. I think she looks pretty cool. She's definitely unique, and I hope Think Pink likes her. While we're on the topic of Christmas, let's take a look at the Christmas gifts I made for my family last year. Here's Alice. I made her for my grandma and aunt and basically everyone who lives in their household. She was really complicated to paint. Like, at first, I thought she looked like a Picasso painting, and honestly, I wasn't wrong. Anyway, I really like how they turned out, especially with how much effort I poured into this custom. Next, we have Teddy, this cute little white dog that I made for my other grandparents. One thing that I really like about this custom is how smooth that white base coat is. I can never get white to behave well. Like, I swear it's not possible. But then I made this custom, and somehow it was possible. Like, it realized that I was finishing these on Christmas Eve. Yes, the night before. And like, it's just like, okay, I give in. You're clearly struggling. I'll work for you today. And I really love the eyes too. Like, I don't know what it is with dark brown eyes, but it's so pretty. They look so realistic. For the last of the Christmas gifts, we have Rocky, my cousin's dog. It's really fun to see the joy and, like, surprise on people's faces. I really love it. Like, it feels great. And, you know, she started crying when we opened the Christmas gifts. Yes, I did not forget that. And yeah, it was kind of heart-touching, you know, like, my work made someone cry tears of joy. I want to do that more. Next we have another set of a series character and their various ages. This one is Alan, one of the more main characters in the series. And we have a child, teen, and adult form, again. The child form, really cute, but it was a sticker pet, so I messed up on the eye shape. Like, they're not symmetrical. It kind of bugs me a little, but, you know, it's passable. It works. And yeah, he looks really cute if you can look past it. Most people did. Next we have the teen form, and if you see this video before my series, well, you can see what's under his eye patch. It's not hidden. And yeah, it's red and black underneath. I'll let you interpret why. Moving on. The adult form is basically 1491, I think. Again, as a male with the red and black eye. You'll see who he is in my series once I get it out. I'm gonna try and work on it very soon. I have enough script to last me a few episodes, so I just need the sets and the time. Okay, be patient with me. I will get it out, I swear. Next we have this black leopard, and you can't really see it well on camera, but it does have leopard print on the eye right here. Let's see if I can mess with the video a little bit to make it so that you can see. There we go. You can see that there is leopard print right there. And on the back of the head. And on the back. You can't really see it because of how shiny this is. And this is actually the first custom from the Box of Shame. Yeah, didn't expect to come across one this soon, huh? But yeah, as you can see, it's like really shiny. This is in the Box of Shame because I messed up on the sealant. The sealant is so sticky, so gross, I over-applied, and then I tried to use Krylon sealant on top of it to see if like it made a different texture and like masked the original stickiness. But guess what? It backfired and made it even more sticky. So I took it off my Mercari and I stuck it in the Box of Shame as a lesson learned. Don't over-apply sealant. It will ruin Q Customs. Next we have this bunny right here that I called Comfy Bunny because it looks like she's in PJs. And she was also made for the LPS Custom Team collab. And yeah, she's pretty cute. She looks like, you know, your average girl who's gonna have a sleepover. And yeah, I don't really know much else to say about her. Next is this Mommy and Baby Wolf set. I really love this one. The mother's so pretty, and for being as small as it is, I think I did a really good job on the baby. The colors work well together, and I think that they are really, really cute. I also like how I cut the ears of the mother off and rotated them to make them look like they were folding back and kind of be more like innocent and stuff. We're gonna pretend that my description of that wasn't as like gory as you think. The making of some of these customs is pretty not pretty. I don't even know how to describe it. People think I'm psychotic for saying, oh yeah, I just cut her ears off and moved them. Or like when I describe how I made Cryptic, like, okay, I cut the ears of a fairy off and glued them to her head, and then I head swapped, which means that I basically stole the body of a Great Dane and the head of a Persian and put those together. Like, it makes me sound like I'm fucking Frankenstein, but I guess I am in a way. Oh, this tail is also the head of a bunny. We're not even on my custom yet. Let's just get there. Next up, we have this mechanical horse. He was originally meant to be based off of my dirt bike, but I ended up selling him because, you know, I didn't really feel like it represented my bike that well, and I don't know, I didn't really click with it. So I might reattempt this idea, I might not, who knows? Next up, we have this custom that I made of my friend, basically kind of like making her as a cat, and I made it for her as a birthday present. It's pretty good. I had a lot of problems with her base coat. It kept cracking, so I had to keep painting it over and over and over again. So it took like twice as long as I planned. And as you know from watching this video, I am a major procrastinator. And of course, this was like a few days before, if not the day of, I don't remember. And yeah, so this added stress was not fun at all. But yeah, considering the rush, I think it turned out really well. Again, I'm a sucker for those like dark eyes. They are super realistic, super cute. I love them. Next up, we have this sassy sugar glider custom. Again, made based on a mood board from the LPS Custom team. Yeah, she's not my favorite either. She's kind of bland. I don't really know if the skin tones work too well together, if you can even see the difference in color at all. But yeah, it felt cute at the time, but it doesn't now. And her sealant, again, like around this time period, I kept over-applying sealant, and now she's sticky and is collecting dust. So yeah, it's just, I wouldn't be mad if no one bought her. She would have a happy place in the bucket of shame. She's just testing the waters right now. And next we get to talk about me! Cryptic! Look at me, I'm such a gorgeous girl. Look at that. I have a few chips right now, and, yeah, my wings are missing. Let's get a picture of what I'm supposed to look like right here. Yeah, I'm gonna look better once I go through surgery. I'm kind of debating on repainting Cryptic right now. I'm kind of debating whether it's time or not. I don't know. You know, she's an old custom, and I feel like my new skills could improve her and make her look better. And, you know, fix this sticky problem, because I over-applied sealant. Next up, we have this Periwinkle Freckle Cat. So it was basically kind of just like a therapeutic custom, very simple, like no thought in the design whatsoever. Just paint it and sell it. Because I was having a lot of problems with the custom that I'm going to list next. The Pain Custom. This Butterfly Fox. This custom gave me so many problems in production, it was ridiculous. First, I stabbed myself with a thumbtack multiple times trying to insert those antennae into her head. Then, the wings kept breaking over and over and over again. And then, my cat got on the table and knocked her off, and her head chipped. And then when I tried to paint it, you know, to fix it, apparently the sealant changes the color of the paint. So, yeah, I couldn't get the right shade anymore. And I'm just like, oh, if I seal it, then the new paint will change to the color of the old paint. But no, it was still lighter. And I was so mad. I was glad to see it go. It was originally supposed to be an OC, but I couldn't look at it anymore. It's like that Great Dane commission, where I was just sick of seeing it, you know? And someone else wouldn't feel that pain that I feel, so they would just be better off in that home. And it did sell. It sold for a good sum of money. So, yeah, that's something to be happy about. Next up is this Lisa Frank-inspired tiger custom. This was originally made to be part of my personal collection, but then I kind of just disconnected with it and sold it to Think Pink LPS at LPS Con. I hope she likes it. She has like 3 of my customs now. Holy heck. Moving on, let's take a look at my first actual, like, collection that I did. The pun collection. The first one being Fond of You. The play on word is fond of you, because it's a deer. And yeah, it's cute. I like the patterns on the body, like the brown patterns specifically. And I think the pink went really well with the brown. My grandma owns this one. She loves deers. The second is Believe in Yourself, which has also found a place in the bucket of shame for how sticky it got, and honestly the design was not that great. The words on the back couldn't be read, so it has a permanent home in the bucket of shame. And third is a more suggestive pun, the Maltese. I'm going to pretend that my video production teacher is not watching this. If you made it this far, I'm sorry. The dog was made with a Maltese base, and I twisted the words to make it a stripper. I'm shameless. Honestly, if you don't know what the pun is, it doesn't look too bad. Or too dirty, I guess I should say. But yeah, Cryptic made a stripper custom. Moving on. Next up is this rose gold cat, and the design isn't too bad. Like, it's not my favorite, but I'm thinking about remaking it because of one error I made, and it's very visible. The eyes aren't symmetrical. Now that I've said it, you can see it, right? And you're not going to be able to unsee it. Suffer with me. Yeah, I am pretty sure everyone else already saw it, though, because she took forever to sell. Definitely not one of my best customs right there. Next we have this lantern dragon cat thing. I bought the design as an adoptable on LPSA like a few years before I made this custom. And I thought the design was really cool. And I really like it. And it was meant to be kept as an OC, but as soon as I made the custom, I disconnected with it. Because of course I did. Anyway, I might remake it, honestly. I own the rights to the design. There's nothing really stopping me. Next up is a personal custom I made based off of my little furball, Boo. I love him to death. He's a little sweetheart, except for when he randomly wants to bite my legs. But yeah, pretty simple custom. I tried to make it realistic. And my first stickler eye pet, too. I don't think I did too bad, for it being my first, of course. And here's a custom I made of another pet of mine. Asuga. Asuga the snake. Yes, I have a snake. I'm not like the other girls. We caught her in the wild, and she's honestly, like, really sweet for a wild snake. It's crazy. Anyway, her name means swift like the wind in Japanese, and that she is. I don't even know how I caught her. Maybe just good luck? Anyway. Next up is the adult version of a series character. This little boxer puppy right here. And yeah, I like them, but she's starting to chip, and it's making me mad that I haven't even used her yet, and she's already starting to take damage. So I'm probably gonna have to remake her by the time that season 2 rolls around and she's all grown up. But yeah, let's just move on. I've already spoiled enough. Next is this Sweet Psycho custom, and it was actually the first custom I ever sold online. It's just pretty cute. I wanted to try and make something that, you know, people would actually like, and people tend to like cute and creepy stuff. So while I would never go for this, it sold really quick as soon as I opened my shop on Mercari. And yeah, she went to a good home. Next is this crazy complex OC of mine, which I have called Jinx. She was supposed to be like a sort of demonic comfort sauna of sorts, and then I never drew her again. I mean, she's super cool, but her patterns are too complex for me to remember how to draw them. So it kind of missed the mark, and a totally different OC took the title of Comfort Sauna. And yeah, she kind of just is part of my personal collection now. I also made this little like plushie version of her because I was gonna make like a short film with her, but never did. So now I just have this mini Jinx. Next, you've seen it before, my old mascot. It's the old me, guys. It's been a long time, like it's been a year since I used this as my mascot. And that's weird. That's really weird, guys. Why does time fly so fast? I also made this like cute little keychain, but as you can see, it is broken and very badly damaged. She doesn't like to stand up either. Very top heavy. But yeah, like, it was a good idea, but not executed well. Like, I put it on the side of my weird little binder messenger bag combination thing that I had in middle school, and as you can see, the keychain part broke, which caused her to tumble to the ground and be kicked around by a bunch of pubescent teens. You can see it. The sealant did not do much to protect her against that. So she's also in the box of shame. I might try to remake Cryptic as a keychain and put it on my backpack, because I don't think my backpack is going to be kicked or hit, but we'll see if that ever happens. Next up is the old version of my series character, Link. As you can see, I still kept the design that the old one had, but I really simplified the golden markings. Here's a side-by-side comparison. The main reason I decided to remake Link was because, well, one, him as an adult form as a corgi was way too short. Like, I thought Alan was short to begin with, but somehow Link was shorter and he's supposed to be taller. So yeah, I wanted to go with something that was taller, and I always imagined him as a wolf character. So I finally had the money to buy a Timberwolf base. And also, these golden markings are just too complex. I had to simplify them, especially for putting them on a furry body, like a fluffy body, not, oh my god, I used the unforgivable word. I meant fluffy, the fluffy body. Next is another series character, Becca. This, I don't know, kind of like half and half custom. Alan refers to her as two-faced in the series, not only because of her pattern design, but also because of her personality, which honestly I felt kind of fit. And yeah, she's got a cute little, like, bubbly design, quite literally. And yeah, I think the blue goes well with the pink, and when I first made her, yes, this is a remake of her, I'm not entirely sure why I chose such unnatural colors, but I couldn't see her any other way after that, so I just went with it. I think she looks cute. What do you think? Next we have my first ever commission and custom I've ever sold. This guy. I think his name was Blue? Yeah, Blue. He's my friend's persona. This is probably the cheapest commission I will have ever done. I did it for $10, because I was a newbie to selling, and I felt bad for charging friends more. That's a lesson I learned. Everyone's charged the same now. Sorry, friends. Next up we have this cat, which was made based on Sia from Hyrule Warriors. Why did I like Sia so much back then? I could not tell you. I have no idea. I don't know, maybe I thought the connection between her and Lana was cool? I'm not entirely sure. Okay, we're starting to get into customs where I have to guess when I made them, because I don't have any proper, like, documentation of it. So, yeah, I'm kind of guessing what order these are in. Except for this one. I know that I made this one before I made Bellinor. This is Donovan. He is... I am not spoiling who he is. I'm gonna stop myself right there. This is a mystery character in my series. You are not figuring out who he is until the 3rd season. I'm going to shut my mouth. But yeah, he has a removable cloak. Pretty neat. I love his design, and I'm probably gonna remake him on a old gen base, because all the other characters from my series are on old gen bases now. You can't really see his design either. I'm gonna have to turn up the brightness like I did for the Black Leopard. There we go. Now you can see. Next we have this OC. This is Lilith. She has a skeleton arm, and she is cursed, so that whenever she loses a limb, it comes back as a skeletal one. I thought that was a pretty cool, like, quirk or whatever. And I'm thinking about revising her character a little so I can put her in my series in place of another person. But we'll see. Next we have this OC. This is Nadia, I think. I made her as a daughter for a couple in a series that I scrapped. But then, even if I was continuing the series, I got a better fitting daughter that was already a Hasbro pet, so yeah, I have no real need for her anymore. She still has a pretty cute design though. Ooh, next we have this custom from back when I was on LPSA. I think I made it for the LPS Got Talent thing, where like you were given a theme, and you could either make like a custom or a drawing or photography or whatever you would like, as long as it related to the theme, and then people voted for their favorite. I think the theme was fruits, because yeah, this was based off of a watermelon. And I ended up making her into an OC and named her Valencia. And again, just like Nadia, I got an actual Hasbro pet that fit the name a lot better, and so yeah, I kind of disconnected with it. Okay, next, I don't know when I made this. Okay, I have no idea. I'm just gonna put it here. Sheep. It doesn't have an age on the foot, and it's not an eye style that I ever did again, so I can't really place the age that I made this at. Yeah, see, there's no age on the foot. So I don't know, I'll just throw it in here, I guess. Next is this guy. What's really sad about this one is he was supposed to be in a series, right? Like in a story of some sort. But I don't remember anything about the story at all. Like, I never forget series ideas, except for this one. I never thought I'd forget some story that actually had a lot of meaning to me. Let's move on. Next we have my biggest sculpting project, and I'm gonna have to back up for this. I'm gonna have to back up more for this. It's this horse. I put a crazy amount of sculpting into this tail. Look at that. Like, I'm honestly still proud of this tail, especially for the time I made this at. Look, I was 13. Considering how young I was when I made this custom, the detail in this tail is so good. Like, obviously the custom isn't perfect, but I think for the age that I made it in, it is decent. It is good. I think her name was Daphne, if I can recall correctly. Next we have this Chihuahua that I made based off of Winter from the Lunar Chronicles. I ended up scrapping all the rest of my customs from the Lunar Chronicles because they didn't look as good as this one. And I think my mom did the eyes, because those eyelashes, I don't do eyelashes like that. Hang on, I'm gonna have to do the light trick again. Yeah, I don't paint eyelashes like that. I never have. And also, like, I don't put eye shines that low either. So my gut's telling me that, yeah, my mom painted these because it was the night before I needed to have it done. This was for a 7th grade book project, I believe. Yeah, it's all coming back to me right now. Okay, guys. Time to show you just how long I've been working on this series I'm planning. You remember seeing Alan? Let's get a side-by-side comparison, actually. I did this for Bellinor. Let's do it for you, too. Here's the decent one. Here is the old one. This is the old, gross Alan. And what's sad is that there's an authentic $14.91 under this. Yep, idiot me customized it and regretted it. And I'm just like, oh, well, I can't take the paint off, so let's just repaint it to look like how it used to. It does not look like how it used to. Look at this. Look at this. It's so bad. And does he have like a glove on? Why does he have a glove on? Like, just, it's so bad. And the age on the foot, just to show you proof of how long this series has been in the works. That's a 13, guys. I've been trying to get this out for 3 years and still have nothing to show for it. Next up we have this Kitsune custom, and her white base coat is really crusty. Oh my god. I don't know if the camera can show it, but ugh. Look at this quality. Ugh. It's so bad. It's so rough. Also, let's just look at how much the paint has chipped over the years. You can tell I did not seal this custom at all with anything, and that's probably a good thing, because things I was using to seal at the time were not that great. Just wait and see. I like the concept of the eyes, I just didn't execute it well because I didn't have the ability to at the time. And I think the design is cute. She also has these tails, but they fell off, obviously, so yeah. Kitsune. Alright, next is this black and red fairy. This was the first custom I spray painted black on, and as you can see, it's still sticky. Like, I don't know what it is with the spray paint, but on LPS, it just gives them a non-stop stick. Similar to if you apply too much sealant. But even if you put the thinnest layer of spray paint on, it will forever stick. It's so sticky. It's so sticky. You can see stuff is sticking to it. So yeah, this was a lesson learned custom. I just realized I forgot to put Cryptic back in the shot. Get back in there, babe. And you, get out. Anywho, next up is this brown open mouth collie custom. And this one doesn't look too bad, actually. Just really, really dusty. And I don't think I sealed this one. Yeah, this was... This marks the moment where I didn't have sealant, and had to use other things if I wanted to seal them, like matte nail polish top coat. Yes, we're getting into the nail polish era. We are getting into the true unprofessional, as if I was professional to begin with. Anyway, I didn't put anything to seal this one at all, which is probably why it looks decent, honestly. And now, oh boy, we're going into the customs I made when I was 12. Help. This is Artemis. I remember watching like an animation series on YouTube. I liked this character's design so much that I wanted to make a custom of it. Relax guys, I was 12. I didn't know what art theft was. And I can't remember the name of the series anymore. Like it slipped me. I can't even remember the name of the character, because it definitely wasn't Artemis. So I just will never know, I guess. If you know the name of the series, I'll credit it in the description of this video, but like, I couldn't tell you. I don't remember. It's been like 4 years. Next we have Artemis's child. Very simple. I never even came up with a name for this thing. But apparently I felt it was necessary to give her a child. So, yeah, it exists. And while we're showing small customs, I have these. Not very nice, are they? Oh, it's stuck. There we go. And this one is supposed to be a Loftwing. I've been playing Skyward Sword since I was 12. Yeah, not great. And while we're showing Skyward Sword Loftwing inspired customs, here's another one. As you can see, this coloration is not okay. This thing doesn't stand. Okay, guys, this is why you do not use matte top coat that is meant for nails on your customs. This is so bad. Like, I feel like the coloration somehow gets worse the longer it sits. I don't see how that's even physically possible. But like, ugh. It looks like someone dropped her into freaking applesauce and then just never bothered to clean her up. Also, what are these eyelashes? Ugh. Disgusting. And here's another Zelda-themed custom. Epona. I wrecked Epona. Again, with that gross matte top coat. Look at that. Look at that. Disgusting. And it didn't even prevent chipping. It honestly looks like piss. My camera can't even focus on it, it's so bad. It's just... I did you so dirty, Epona. I did you so dirty, I didn't even get your design right. I need to remake you. I need to redeem myself. Next we have these twin dogs. I think their names were April and May. This one came first. And then I'm just like, this design is really cute, and I want to use copper and, why don't you look at that, nail polish. Because that would be a cute combination, right? So yeah. Plain. Next is something that belongs in the deepest pits of hell. My first original species! God help us all. I don't know what compelled me to make this. It's the head of an owl combined with the body of a gazelle, and I used the gross matte nail polish top coat all over it. I slathered it on. It's gross. Why did I do this? It's terrifying. How did I think this was cute once upon a time? It is not. Oh my god. I can't look at you anymore. Go away. This is why I have the bucket of shame. To contain beasts like you. Next is this cotton candy colored dog. And I actually think it's pretty cute. The color choice is not bad. The paint job certainly is. But, you know, it isn't awful. I don't know, I like the color scheme. What I got going on with the hair, that's cool. Next up is this nail polish custom. Yeah, we're getting that far back. Hang on, I'm gonna move Cryptic back, and you'll see why. I'm gonna, like, kick her in the face. This is a mermaid, I think, kind of dog. Like, I was trying to go for, like, a fishtail, I think. But yeah, this was made entirely with nail polish. For the fishtail thing, I used a dragonfly wing from the Magic Emotion ones or something, like the Lockables, I think. I'm not entirely sure, but it does have like a little clip, so it's not like the other dragonfly wings. And yeah, she's not bad, I guess. Like, I like the ears. I like how I did like a little, like, gradient-esque effect for the ears. Like, I sponged on the silver. I like that. That's pretty cool. And I mean, I like the color scheme. But other than that, yeah, general rule of thumb, never use nail polish. It cracks, and it, like, leaves a weird texture, like it's all lumpy and stuff. Oh yeah, that happens with the neck too. It cracks. Yeah, just don't do customs with nail polish. Like, I was smart enough to do the eyes in acrylic, but why I couldn't do the rest in acrylic? I don't know. Don't ask, I was 12. Next up, oh boy, is this other nail polish custom, this bear, and I'll just let it speak for itself. It's very shiny, you can tell it's nail polish. And the eyes, what did I do? I think I did them in like Sharpie or something? Did I like draw them on paper and then glue them on? No, that's not possible. It doesn't feel like that. Hang on, what did I even do for these eyes? Wait, I think I recognize what I did. So I basically just drew purple Sharpie over the original fake Pets color of eye, and then painted around it. Why didn't I just leave the eyes? Why did I make them worse? I don't know. And this was supposed to be a Mother's Day gift. I had to steal this from my mom's room, and I'm gonna return it after this video. But I mean, oh, this is so bad. I mean, the only good thing about it is the flower that I sloppily hot glued onto it. And of course I didn't make that. Like, there's nothing good about this custom. Like, I didn't even, like, just keep the paint going the same way on the chest. I just, like, slobbered it on there, and you can tell it was, like, just globbed on. Let's move on. I don't want to see this on my screen anymore. Next up, we have this pink and white lamb with, again, you recognize that nail polish. But on this custom, it doesn't look half bad. I didn't have a lot of paint colors back in the day, so I had to work with what I got. But, like, let's take a look at that back right there. I didn't even bother covering that. Man, was I lazy. I also missed, like, right under the ear, but that's a hard spot to get. But yeah, I mean, she's not bad, considering the age I made her at. Next, we have this black and gold cat. My first paints were not great at all, and the black and gold were hella chunky. I mean, the lighting's bad and you can still see that texture. But for the sake of it, let's enhance that lighting a little bit. Oh yeah. You see all that? You see that lovely texture right there? Like, it almost looks like fur. If I did it all in the same direction, it would look like fur, and it might have looked decent. But, of course, I was, like, 11, 12, and did not. Oh my god, the dust is making it worse. It's just, look at this. It's not even my fault. The paint was just that bad. And it's the same with the gold. Look at this. Look at the absolute chunk. I'm never trusting this brand of paint again. Ever. Next we have this bird. This pearlescent paint, again, it's not my fault that it wasn't opaque. The blue, entirely my fault. I could have layered that up more. But the white is like really hard to get opaque, so I don't blame young me for getting impatient. It took so many layers to get this as is. And also, I got this pet from someone who had a dog who chewed the original tail off, so I had to sculpt a new one for it to stand up. And this is my first ever custom that I sculpted on. And yeah, we're in the 11s now. I mean, it doesn't look bad. The blue, I definitely could have gotten opaque. It literally takes like 2 or 3 layers. I was just lazy. But yeah, it's not bad, considering it was only my 4th custom. Alright, now we're down to the first 3 customs I ever made. This is the 3rd. This super plain brown cat that's not opaque. I don't know if you can see it, but I can see the pink base underneath, and the pink in the ears somehow isn't opaque either. Dang, I was even having problems with the white paint even back then. Oh my god. There are some obvious spots, like right here and right here, that I didn't get as much coverage on, and like overall it's not opaque, but it's not bad for, you know, my 3rd ever custom. I was just getting started. My 2nd custom is this wonderful demon bunny. Yes, I was obsessing over demons at age 11. Nothing has changed. It's not great. The black isn't opaque, and the nail polish top coat made the texture, like, it feels fine, but like, it also made the back, like, do you see how rough that texture is? You can even see some of my fingerprints. But yeah, it's a custom. And the moment you've been waiting for, my first ever custom. A ripoff. Like, I'm being dead serious. I copied this one. I copied it. But honestly, it was my first ever custom. I had no idea what I wanted to do with this cat. I was just looking at ideas. Or like, I just searched up LPS Custom online. And I was 11. You've gotta forgive me. I didn't really understand, like, how bad art theft was. And I mean, it's a pretty simple cat. If I didn't tell you, you probably wouldn't have noticed. I just wanted a custom with a simple design, and I was too simple-minded to make one myself. So, we got this. I think I named her Courtney? Yeah, that sounds about right. Again, white problems. It's really hard to get white in a good consistency. I still, to this day, struggle to get white that is not chunky thick. And I also used nail polish top coat again, and you can see the quality that it left this custom with. I mean, it feels nice, but it doesn't look nice. And also, apparently I put it on while some paint was still wet, and it did that to the arm. Also, I forgot to put on a nose, so I had to use pink Sharpie. Yep, I very vividly remember doing that, actually. But yeah, this is it, my first ever custom. But that's not all, guys. There are 2 customs that I could not date. Like, I know which ones are my first ones, and I had a pretty good idea about the timing for the rest of them, but there are 2 of them that I just could not find a year for. I definitely know that they're not my first customs, they're just my worst. So I've saved best for last. Here we go. Armadillo. Look at this shit. The orange is such bad quality. Oh my god, and it's flaking off. I don't know if I tried to peel it off, or if it just flaked off on its own. I don't know. I also did a really bad job at, like, going around the eyes. I just went over the eyes. The red is atrocious. The orange is atrocious. Everything about this custom is truly awful. And lastly, the absolute worst, disgusting piece of garbage that I somehow brought into existence. I'll just give you a moment to let it stare into your soul. I have no idea what happened. I don't know when I made it. I don't know what was going through my head. But something led to this awful creation that has been sitting in the bucket of shame for God knows how long. This is the thing that led me to make the bucket of shame. Oh my god. I used Sharpie for the hair. I used glow-in-the-dark fabric paint for the green parts. I don't even know what this white is. It might actually be glow-in-the-dark paint too. I could not tell you, but this is not regular white. It's so bad. And what are these eyes? What are these eyes? They don't look like any style I've ever used. They are so bad. Oh my god. Like, ugh. How did I make this? And where is its body? That's a bigger question. Where the hell is its body? Like, it could be stuck to my carpet underneath my bed or something for all I know. What? I remember it having a body, but where did it go? Oh my god. And it's sticky too. That doesn't help at all. You can probably see how sticky it is. This custom brings me so much discomfort. I can't even begin to describe it. It's just, It's so bad. It's so bad. How did I make this? How? It's so bad. It's a shame to my name. Time to go back into the bucket of shame where you belong. And there you have it. That's all of the customs I've made so far. If you've gotten this far in the video, you have the patience of a saint, and I appreciate it. I would like to say some things in closing, though. Even though I talked down most of my old customs, everyone has to start somewhere. And even if your customs look like the dismembered head of doom, if you have a desire to learn and improve, you will. And this, I'm not just referring to customizing or painting or art. This also includes, like, playing an instrument, or, like, participating in a sport or something, or writing. Anything you want to do. You are capable of amazing things. You just have to put in the time and the practice to build your skill, you know? You won't just become a master overnight. Everyone grows. And honestly, a tip from me is to save your old work. Even if it's the weird, creepy owl gazelle thing, or the demon bunny, save everything. Because a lot of artists, including myself, tend to compare themselves to other artists who have many more years under their wing. And it's just like, oh, that person has much better art than me, I'll never be as good as them. Wrong. The only person you can reasonably compare yourself to is your younger self. Look at where you've come from and where you are now. Look at how much you've grown. You are good enough, and you will continue to grow. You're not stuck where you are. I promise you, you will get better. And I guess that's it for this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you again in the next video.